Hi, Stacy here with Limelight AZ. So, today is Monday. So yeah, Sunday was, I did 6 stings yesterday. I got to 56 stings total yesterday. So I am over halfway to the 100 mark. So far for venom therapy. And this is basically my update, kind of where I am. I had a period of, I think it was a week and a half, 2 weeks, where I felt really good. And then it seems that I've kind of steadily declined a little bit as far as how I overall feel. Part of that could be moon phases. I know that moon phases affect Lymes. So, I don't know. My right knee has continued to give me trouble for a couple months now. At this point, I cannot put any weight whatsoever on it. It just gives out. My left knee was doing really good and wasn't giving me much trouble at all until 2 or 3 days ago. And now it's swollen and weird. And so I'm not too happy about that. Now, instead of just having one knee that's messed up, I have 2 knees, which trying to flip over in bed. Sorry about the screamy baby. I am not sure what's going on out there. She's obviously not happy about something. Anyways, so trying to flip over in bed, I use my knees to do that, and they are very problematic right now. So trying to flip over in bed is very difficult, which is the only relief I really get while laying in bed all the time. Because I can't lay in one position for a super long time. The longest I do it is when I'm sleeping, and that's maybe 2 hours in one position. So having to put pressure on my knees in order to flip over has not been fun, especially since the left knees started giving me trouble. My jaw. So for a couple of days, it seemed that it was really loosened up on my left side. Now it feels tight again, and it's making these weird, like, crackle sounds, and it seems to slip in and out of place. So I'm hoping that's progress. This could be retracing, which is what venom therapy people call it, where your body exhibits some of the similar symptoms that you've had in order to try to bring it acute and then take care of it. So I don't feel as good as I would like to feel. I believe I am in week 6 now. By this point, I was hoping to really be feeling a lot better. So I am a little bummed out about that. I do think that it's working. Fortunately, I don't think it's working as fast as I would like it to. But on the other hand, as I've mentioned in other videos, my healing is not going to happen without Yah's blessing. So he still has stuff to teach me while I'm bedridden, and I guess I will continue diving into those teachings. And I am able to start parenting from bed more and more each day. Like, the kids can come in here and be really chaotic and it not completely drive me crazy. This morning it was kind of funny because the kids were driving my husband crazy before they were driving me crazy, which is very unusual anymore. So my patience level is increasing a great deal, and I am so very thankful for that. For the most part, I have a lot of patience, getting almost to where I used to be. I've still noticed that I get somewhat agitated, but I can stifle it better instead of just being like, I need to hide in a cave type feel. So I'm very excited about that. The outbursts are not, I had a really bad one a couple of days ago, which I did a video on, but they're not nearly as frequent. So, yeah, the outbursts are not as frequent. They can still be just as bad, but they're definitely not as frequent. I don't feel the need to take the leave on a regular basis. I actually took a leave today, not because of brain issues, which is what I was predominantly taking it for before, but to see if I can get some of the swelling to go down on my knees. Doesn't seem to have helped. It's been a good 4 or 5 hours, and I feel the same. As usual, pain medication doesn't typically help Lyme patients, but it does seem to make a difference in the brain inflammation when I have it. But that does not seem to be such a big deal anymore. So it appears the Lyme has definitely taken care, or I mean that the bee venom has definitely taken care of the inflammation in my brain for the most part. So I am extraordinarily thankful for that, because that has made it so that I am out of that fog. I still have moments where I feel kind of ADD-like, but for the most part, I feel out of the fog and less stressed out as easily. Where, I mean, just a little bit of conversation would make me want to cover my ears and say la 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 la. It just, I had no patience whatsoever. So that means that I can parent from bed, which is an interesting task because I can't really see. I don't have a lot of sight from my bed, but I still am able to parent. Like, I had the kids clean up in my room last night, the little kids, and but I can't see their work. So I just have to hope that they're doing a good enough job because I can't check their work. But we are doing prayers each night and doing Shema. Jade has done really good. She's learned the Shema, and she's such a goofball. She plays on the fact like she can't remember things, but then as soon as you give her incentive for remembering something, magically she remembers it all. She really had my mom tricked and concerned that her memory was bad and that she couldn't remember stuff, and concerned my mom to such a degree that she wanted to send her to a doctor to have her checked out. And I was like, I don't know, Mom. I think that she plays on this because she gets a reaction out of people. And sure enough, we caught her on it yesterday. And she had been pretending like she couldn't remember the first word of the Shema, which is Shema, or the name of the Shema. Well, then last night I told her once we learn the Shema, then we can move on to a different song to learn. And she's really enjoying learning different songs. So suddenly she knew the whole Shema. So obviously we caught her in her little antic of trying to make people believe that she's not as smart as she is. Anyway, so back to my update. So I'm parenting from bed more. We hope to start homeschool here pretty quickly. I'm still not quite there. I'm not quite ready to dive into that, and I don't want to jump into it and then regret it. So we are easing into mom being mom again, and even if it's from bed, and doing new things that they can learn from bed without it being completely structured like it would need to be for homeschool, or more structured, I should say. So not as big of an update at the 6-week mark as I would like, but not terrible. I still am not waking up every day in excruciating pain. I am having some days. This morning was not a great morning for waking up without pain. But at the same time, even with the pain that I do have that shows up occasionally, it's not as bad as it was before. So I'm thankful for that. I don't know. I have my eye on that 1 year mark, and I'm hoping at the 1 year mark there's a drastic difference. So far, 6-week mark, enough of a difference to make me happy, but not enough of a difference to make me like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited that all of these changes have happened. I'm not where I want to be yet. I want to be out of this bed, particularly. I at least want to be able to take care of myself when I have to use a bathroom, or get in the shower once or twice a week. And that right now is not a possibility. So keep plugging away, keep hoping that this therapy works, and that it is the blessing that I anticipate that it will be. So there's the update. Have a good day. Oh, subscribe down below.